It was a difficult decision, but a few months ago, I deleted all of my social media accounts. It was especially difficult to do this because we're in this pandemic and, online friends are a big way that we stay connected, those virtual relationships. Unfortunately for me, things like Instagram especially did a lot of harm and I just had to get rid of it. And I'm just really grateful to my family and friends for helping me get through the rough times that came with my Instagram struggles, because for a minute I was not doing too well. So the list goes on and on about how and why Instagram was harmful for me as a Black girl, but I'm not gonna rant hopefully for too long. We'll see. I just want to talk a little bit about it. The first thing is the cyberbullying and harassment that I got. It was unbearable at times. And you might be thinking, oh, this girl, like, she should have just ignored the haters. She doesn't have thick skin. Yeah, maybe, but also I had a choice and I made the choice to choose my mental health over growing my platform and gaining more popularity. Basically, what would happen is a bunch of people who hated me for whatever reason would sort of rally together and they would all complain to Instagram that a video I did was inappropriate or that something I said was inappropriate. And then Instagram would proceed to ban me for a period of time. Most of my posts that were deleted or that got flagged were somehow relating to police brutality and Black lives. I would also get banned and kicked off of Instagram for nudity, apparently, when literally all I would do is wear my sports bra sometimes in my skating videos because I would be sweating and a lot of times I was outside and it was summertime. So I don't really know how that was fair. These videos were not in any way sexual content, yet Instagram flagged them as too sexual. And meanwhile, other creators are posting pretty much risque things of themselves and they are supported by Instagram. But here's the thing, these creators are not Black and they have probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers. And the thing is, Instagram is making money off of them. So of course Instagram is going to support them. And it probably comes to no surprise to you that these creators are mostly white. I'm not going to really go into the comments and DMs I specifically got because it was a year ago to many months ago, and frankly, I'm still scarred from it, but it was blatant homophobia and really harsh racism and slurs. Another really big reason for me deleting my Instagram can be summed up in 2 words, and that is Black square. If you don't know what I'm referring to, then just Google it because I refuse to even get into it in this video. It's too aggravating. But basically, in my view, the whole Black square thing was a complete performance. I guess it felt good for people to do something, and all of a sudden, everybody was hopping on board this trend of Black Lives Matter. It was very upsetting to me to see how many people on Instagram had this mindset of, oh, well, this has never been relevant before, police brutality and Black lives mattering. All of a sudden it's relevant. Like, what's going on here? This is just awful, but I've never seen a relevance or a need for it in the past. Like, are you kidding me? The fact that this was a new concept to so many people just really, really stressed me out. All of a sudden, different social media influencers were extra trendy for posting these Black squares and these different hashtags, and they were literally making money off of Black bodies by selling t-shirts and stickers and hats. That is just, oh my gosh. It's very, very disturbing to me. It was very, very clearly performative, And it was also pretty obvious to me that they did not really care about equality in their everyday lives, just according to what they post, because why would they? I don't believe that some of these people really cared about me, and I never believed it for a second. It was really painful to watch, actually. And this is where, for me, the term social justice warrior becomes very, very relevant. These social justice warriors, or SJWs for short, they don't live what they preach, and yet they are so quick to put up these black squares. They're so quick to cancel somebody, yell at somebody, so quick to do so many things out of anger without thinking. An SJW does not know the difference between what is actually good and what feels good to them. They act like they're doing this for some big cause, and maybe they really do believe it, but it's really out of selfishness. They want to make themselves feel useful. They want to make themselves feel better. SJWs, like I said, they do the easy things. So posting a black square, that's so easy. It takes 2 seconds. Writing a hashtag, easy. Canceling somebody, saying somebody's canceled, unfollowing somebody. Okay, like, good for you. But what they don't do is the hard thing, which is just simply listening. I say simply because it's not, in practice, it's not hard. But for these people, it is the most difficult thing to just listen, to just slow down for a second and listen to what Black people, more specifically, are saying. But no, they're too busy yelling and screaming on their Instagram stories and canceling people and just being so outraged that they don't even have time to listen to what marginalized people are actually saying and what they actually need. It's also like they have this complete and utter willingness to send the most hateful abuse to anybody who disagrees with them. And they'll also twist people's words and lie just to get what they want, just to get their point across. In my opinion, based off of my own experience, this SJW behavior is based and rooted in anti-Blackness. And I say this because I have tried speaking with these type of people and they don't listen to me. They don't want to listen to Black people and what they have to say. I get ignored and I get silenced. It's as if they think they know what's best for every population that's not them. How does that make sense? I sincerely feel that I was taken advantage of by many white creators who used me in order to make themselves look good for supporting Black creators. And then after the fact, they would unfollow me right away. I think the worst thing is that sometimes if they would ask me to write a response to a question or something like that, they would literally reword what I had to say. Like, y'all, this is literally silencing Black voices. This is terrible. That's a form of silencing me. I just can't. And like, I'm not saying no forever to Instagram, but it has just left such a bad taste in my mouth that I think it's going to be a very long time before I even think about re-downloading that platform. Well, if you're still here, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for listening. I was recently talking about this topic with a friend and she suggested I make it into a video. I was really hesitant in doing it because whenever I would talk about these types of things on Instagram is when I would get harassed, I would get ganged up on, and sometimes banned from the platform. So I was really nervous. I'm really nervous to even post this. So thanks again for listening. Feel free to comment. I would love to keep the conversation going.